While Stranger Things Season 5's Vecna return isn't a major shock, his new plan is a pretty complex one for viewers to untangle. Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 1 has finally arrived, and the final outing of Netflix's massive franchise did not disappoint. After a 3-year wait, the series has updated viewers on the entire Hawkins gang. Whether viewers want to see more of Eleven and Hopper, Mike, Lucas, Dustin, and Will, or Robin, Steve, Jonathan, and Nancy, Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 1 has a storyline for everyone. Moreover, the group isn't as split up as they were throughout Stranger Things Season 4, meaning the stakes are higher and the action feels more fluid. However, not everything is cause for celebration. The main antagonist of Stranger Things, Henry Creel of Vecna 001, is back, and he's more powerful than ever. Using children that he has abducted as sort of psychic batteries to fuel his takeover of Hawkins, Vecna plans to destroy the town by kidnapping its most innocent civilians. His plan is outlined below. Vecna wants to reshape the world in Stranger Things. Vecna says that he plans to reshape the world in Season 5, Volume 1. The outing opens with a flashback to Season 1 as the Demogon catches Will in the Upside Down and drags him, unconscious, into Vecna's lair. Once there, Vecna pumps Will full of some unidentified substance that seemingly strengthens the psychic bond between them. Vecna intends to repeat this process with further children, starting with Nancy and Mike's little sister, Holly Wheeler. At the end of Season 5, Volume 1, Episode 1, a Demogon emerges from the roof in Holly's bedroom and, after brutally battling her parents in the next episode, drags the little girl into the Upside Down. Holly is next seen walking to an idyllic house with her imaginary friend, Mr. Watsit, but something is not quite right about the entire scene. When Mr. Watsit's face is revealed, it turns out her friend is really Stranger Things villain Vecna, and he has led her to the Creel house. Although Holly is in the Upside Down, the power of Vecna's memories allows the house to appear serene and undamaged to her and Henry. Henry tells her that her classmate Derek will soon be joining them down there, and that the rest of the schoolchildren of Hawkins will follow. Why Vecna is taking kids in Hawkins for his plan? The reason that Vecna is targeting local children to pull off his plan appears to be threefold. For one thing, he claims that children are inherently weak in body and mind, and targets them because of his belief that he can easily control them. For another thing, he also calls them vessels. In brief flashes, viewers learn that Vecna is using the children he has abducted the way he used Will years ago, pumping them full of this unknown substance that makes them psychically connected to him. While Vecna has no qualms about simply killing adults and using the Demogons to indiscriminately slaughter dozens of soldiers, he values children as conduits. Finally, Vecna uses the children as vessels for his power, utilizing his psychic bond with them to make himself stronger. However, this eventually backfires when Stranger Things hero Will turns out to be unexpectedly powerful, which will soon be explained further. What Will uncovers about Vecna's plan using the hive mind image via Netflix. Vecna's plan sees him take one child the night he abducted Holly, 3 the next night, and 8 the next. Thus, aside from Holly, Vecna already has 3 children in the Upside Down, and the Demogons abduct the remaining 8 at the end of Episode 4. Will mentions that, in the vision of Vecna's lair that he saw, the monster had 12 places. This means that Vecna most likely has enough people to carry out his plan. However, the big flaw with this plan is that Will discovers he can turn Vecna's psychic link against him at the end of Episode 4, killing numerous Demogons just as Vecna killed human characters throughout Season 4. How Will's history convinced Vecna to carry out his plan image via Netflix. Vecna referred to Will as the first and the one who showed Vecna what could be achieved, meaning that Will was weak enough to manipulate when he was first abducted. Since Vecna's backstory saw him kill numerous children in Hawkins' lab during his escape attempt, it is not surprising that he views children as weak and expendable. However, this does appear to be his downfall, both back then and now. In Hawkins' lab, Henry Creel was defeated by 11 after he underestimated her, and she disfigured him so badly that he became the monstrous Vecna. At the end of Episode 4, Vecna's plan is derailed when Will takes a moment to collect himself, thinks back through the moments that made him who he is, and finds strength in his friendships, family, and support network. Proving Vecna was wrong about his weakness, Will then kills numerous Demogons simultaneously and proves the Stranger Things villain was wrong about him.